Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I'm going to give you my weekly tarot forecast and advice. And my forecast is for every zodiac sign and for the week starting from February 21st until February 27th. Things you should be aware of, things you need to pay attention to, and I'm bringing some variety into my weekly tarot forecast and I'm using a different deck today. I hope you're gonna like it, so let me know in the comments below which deck do you prefer. Should I continue using this one or I should get back to my previous one? I was using the Rider Tarot deck, so you will let me know in the comments below, okay? So let's start. The first zodiac sign we have Aries. So what should Aries expect? And for Aries we have 10 of Wands. Even when you look at the card, you can see how he grabbed everything. He is taking care of everything. So first of all, for you, my dear Aries, this week is going to be a lot for you. It's going to be probably lots of things to handle, lots of projects, lots of ideas, lots of responsibilities. So your back is full of all the things you have to do, all the things you have to handle. So that's why it is a bit challenging week. First of all, it's going to be hard physically because you need to handle all of those 10 wands, and you may have actually a back pain, so pay attention to that. Don't overwork, take it easy, go slowly, and first of all, as I've said earlier, pay attention to your physical health, then also your mental health, because there are lots of things to take care of, right? It can be a lot for you this week, like it can be all over the place, but you can deal with everything. Just be more focused. He's super focused here. He just took all those 10 wands and he slowly but surely, step by step, he is going. He is not stopping. He is not in a pause mode, in a pause stage. He's going up, right? So this week you can go up, you can achieve lots of things, but just be more focused, be more concentrated in whatever you are doing. Yes, it can be a lot. Just remember that if you decide to take any extra project or anything else, you already have enough on your plate. It looks like it is a lot for you already. So please, my dear Aries, be very careful this week. Just take it easy. Don't overwork. Do not take too much responsibilities on yourself. There are other people who can help you. Delegate something, maybe get rid of some wants, but overall it can be a lot this week. I don't know, fixing something at home, then at work, then family things, then dealing with your physical health. It's just like you may have like 10 other things on your plate, and yes, it can be overwhelming, but if you do it slowly, if you are very organized this week, if you are very structured, that's what you should do this week. You should plan everything out, strategize, and take it easy. Stay focused. If you know where you're going, just go in that direction. Don't try to change it, because if you do, there's a high chance of losing some of those wants, of losing some of the things. Just take it easy, take it slowly, step by step, going somewhere. But this week it can be a lot, maybe a lot of new information, maybe a lot of new courses, a lot of new responsibilities. It's just a lot this week. The key idea for it is a lot. And before taking anything extra, just think, pause and think if there is actually space for it. Can you actually handle it, or there is no more? So that's for you, my dear Aries. Next one we have Taurus. So what should Taurus expect? For Taurus, we have Knight of Pentacles. Here it is for you, my dear Taurus. So when it comes to the Knight of Pentacles, potentially this week you may need to go to some business and work trips. So it's a lot of motions, a lot of movements, because he is Knight, he is riding a horse, he is going somewhere, he's moving somewhere. And this week potentially you can also generate more income. So important thing for you, my dear Taurus, is that First of all, pay attention to the people around you, especially to the people with whom you do business, people who can help you to earn money. Because as I've said, there is a chance to generate more. Overall, this week it is a good week for making new agreements, signing some contracts, getting new job offers, generating more, getting new opportunities. You may have this during this week, and there's a high chance for it, but it's gonna all depend on the people around you. Make sure if you do business with some people, just to make sure that you can trust them. Make sure that those people are not gonna trick you. So if you need to sign some documents, if you need to sign some agreements, it's better to do during this week, because just in order to avoid some consequences in the future, in order to avoid some people tricking you. I don't know, they promised you one thing, but as a result you are not gonna get it. So just to be safe, just to be more secure, there is a chance that some people around you, they are not that honest with you, so just be very careful with the people around you, especially with whom you do business, because the pentacles are related to money, are related to your work, are related to your finances. So be very cautious about that, and be very cautious with whom you work, and whether or not you can trust them, or in order to make sure that everything's going to be all right, sign some documents, sign some agreements, just making sure, I don't know, maybe some responsibilities or some tasks, so you know that if you are safe, doesn't matter what's going to happen, you are safe. So that's what I want you, my dear Taurus, to do during this week. But overall, it's a good week for actions, for motions, for going somewhere, business trips, meeting with new people, and generating more, and coming up with some new projects, coming up with some new opportunities. You will have this chance during this week, my dear Taurus, but you just need to be very important about people around you. And it also applies to you. So if you are trying to trick somebody, if you are honest with someone, ask yourself about that. Am I honest with people around me? Am I trying to trick? Maybe it's you who is trying to trick everyone. Maybe it's you who is not loyal and honest with your partners, business partners. So check this out and also ask all those questions to yourself, okay? And next one we have Gemini. So what should Gemini expect? For Gemini, we have 8 of Pentacles. That's for you, my dear Gemini. So overall, this week, it is going to be around work, around finances. When it comes to the 8 of Pentacles, it is usually about doing the work you love doing. This is kind of a sign to ask yourself, my dear Gemini, do I like my job? Do I like what I'm doing? Do I feel fulfilled? Does it bring me energy? Does it bring me resources? Because this week it is all about enjoyment from your work, having this joy from whatever you are doing for your work. So analyze, my dear Gemini, if you do not like your job, if you do not like what you're doing, it's time for a change. If you do like, so fully enjoy this week, do what you like. That's kind of another main thing you should do, my dear Gemini. If you don't like something, it's time to change, and it's time to fully enjoy whatever you are doing when it comes to your work, when it comes to your potential, when it comes to your hobbies. This is also a sign for you, my dear Gemini, that some of your hobbies, you can monetize some of your hobbies. You can potentially earn money and generate income from your hobbies, from your interests, maybe outside of your full-time job. Maybe you have one full-time job, but you have lots of interests and things you do in your free time. This is a sign for you that you can generate money, you can earn something out of whatever you do in your free time. So maybe this week is to analyze all your activities, especially what you do for your work, whether or not you like it. And this is also a good sign that analyze, find out, look at your hobbies, look at your activities, what you like doing in your free time. Maybe you are not digging deeper, but you can actually earn some money from what you like doing in free time, and it's gonna be your dream job. Like, ask yourself, like, whatever you do right now for a living, for your job, is it your dream job? Do you like it or not? And if the answer is no, it's time for a change. It's time to start doing what you love doing. If you don't, and if you've already found what you love doing, do that during this week. Focus on that during this week. Put more energy, put more resources. It's gonna pay off. If you are already on that path, if you are enjoying, if you do enjoy your job right now, spend more time doing that during this week, because it's Pentacles. Pentacles are related to money. So if you gonna do that during this week, if you're gonna fully enjoy whatever you do for a living, you're gonna get lots of success. You're gonna get lots of great outcomes. So it's just the time during this week, my dear Gemini, to fully enjoy what you do for a living. What is your full-time job? What do you do? Like how do you earn money? You should enjoy it. If you don't like it, it's time for a change. Okay. And next one we have Cancer. So what should Cancer expect? For Cancer, we have 10 of Cups. It is a beautiful and nice card, my dear Cancer. So when you look at the card, you can see there's a family here, right? We have partners and we have a newborn kid here. So overall week for you, my dear Cancer, it is around family. So spend some time with your family. If you haven't been in touch for a long period of time, if it's possible, go visit them, spend some time with them. If it's not, just give them a call, ask if they need something, ask if your help is needed, ask if any family members need your attention and need your help. Offer your help, ask how you can help your family. So this week overall for you, my dear Cancer, it is around family. It is about some close people. Be with them during this week. Give them your attention, because it looks like they actually may need your attention. And it is good week to go outside somewhere. Go somewhere outdoors. Enjoy the nature. Enjoy the weather. Go do the family barbecue. Because it's also in Canada, it's Family Day, right, on Monday. So for you, my dear Cancer, it is actually very relevant that you should spend more time with your family. Be with your family. It's very happy week, and family can bring you lots of happy feelings and emotions, warm feelings, feeling of secure, feeling of safety, feeling of love around you. They will support you, they will help you. So my dear Cancer, the whole week should be around family members, and spend more time with them. Or if you cannot spend time with them in person, give them a call, talk, do Zoom, FaceTime, or whatever it can be, but just give your attention to your family members. And also it's a great week to be outdoors, so go somewhere, explore some different places, go for a walk. Maybe if you can walk on a regular basis, be more outside. It will be also better for you, my dear Cancer. But overall it is a nice and positive week. Okay, next one we have Leo. So what should Leo expect? For Leo, we have Page of Cups. That's for Leo. When it comes to the Page of Cups, sometimes he is very naive about everything, about everyone. So be cautious about whatever is happening around you. Don't be that naive. Don't be sometimes so stupid, because some people may fool you and you just don't see it. So pay attention to the people around you. Can you actually trust them or not? Are there some people who are trying to trick you and fool you? Because you are so naive. You believe in everything what other people say, what they do. Be more cautious and be more careful with it, because some people may use that against you, and I want you to be more careful during this week. It is also about this love feelings, like getting to know, because all the cups, they are about emotions and feelings. And overall this week, if you are not in relationships and just getting into relationships, because this week it is good for meeting with other people, knowing other people in building romantic relationships. It's a good week for that. It's a good week for feeling the butterflies in your stomach and falling in love. So it's like, it's such a romantic week. Like, and why he is also naive, because this love is inside of him. This love can drive you crazy. And so if you are falling in love this week, still just be more cautious about everything. Just be more cautious about the person with whom you're gonna fall in love during this week. It can be anyone, right? So pay attention to that, my dear Leo. And the key idea here is that the way you're gonna feel this week, your mental state, your emotional state, it is all gonna depend on other people, how other people treat you, how other people communicate with you. So that's why be, again, very careful with other people around you. Do not listen to other people, what they're gonna say, because you can get pretty easily upset about what other people think about you, what other people are gonna say about you. So try to avoid that. Try to just don't think about that, don't care about that. Do whatever you like doing, do whatever you feel is best for you and not for other people. Do not make other people, nobody is perfect, and it's totally fine, it's totally okay. Just live your life, do what you want to do, and if you are naive, just it's you, it's totally okay. Just do not let other people fool you and trick you. Be more cautious when it comes to communicating with other people, when it comes to meeting new people, especially when it comes to building romantic relationships during this week, because your mind can be somewhere outside. You are not yourself. You are fully in that person, and you don't know what's going on with you. You are in love, and I don't care about anything. I don't care about whatever is going on. So just be more cautious, my dear Leo, during this week, okay? Next one we have Virgo. So what should Virgo expect? For Virgo, we have the Magician, the major kind of number one. And when it comes to the Magician, so my dear Virgo, this week it is a good week for trying something new. Just exploring your skills, exploring your talents. If you've been wanting to do something for a long period of time, go and do it. And the key idea here is that don't think about end result. Don't think what you're gonna get as an outcome. What's gonna be the outcome if I'm gonna do that? I'm not gonna do that because I don't know what I'm gonna get out of it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of resources. Don't think it from that perspective. Don't focus on the end result. Focus on the process. So this week, my dear Virgo, you should truly enjoy the process. You should enjoy this time, whatever you are doing this week. That's why go and try something new. Enjoy this process of doing the things. If you've been wanting to try, I don't know, taking a pottery class for quite some time, just go and enjoy the process. It doesn't matter if you're gonna succeed in it, if you're gonna get a beautiful mug out of this pottery class. It doesn't matter how it's gonna look. It doesn't matter what you're gonna get as an outcome, what's gonna be an end result. Just focus on the process, right? If, let's say, again, getting back to the pottery example, you should just enjoy this atmosphere. How you feel, do you like it or not? Does it bring you energy or not? Maybe it helps you to stay connected more with your true self. It's kind of a meditation for you, and you can get rid of some thoughts in your mind. So think about the process more. So the key word for you is process, not an end result. Do not focus on the end result. Go and explore these things. Go and explore your talents. If you have been struggling finding your true self, what are your talents, what are your strengths, or what are your weaknesses as well, this week it is good to explore that. So go and explore, go and do something. Do not sit at home and do not waste this energy, do not waste this time, because the magician, it's a magician, right? He knows his talents, he knows his strengths and weaknesses as well, and he sometimes wants to be the best best one in whatever he is doing. But in order to be the best one in something, you need to find that. You need to make sure that, yes, that's mine. I want to be the best one in this. And just listen to yourself. If you like doing something, just go with that. And if you have been thinking about trying something for a while, go and do that. If you have been thinking about taking a dance class for a while, just like, don't think what you're gonna get as an end result. Just don't think about that. Just go and do that. Give it a try. Enjoy this present moment and enjoy the present time. But over the Magician, it is again great just to showing off your talents. If you already found your strengths, if you already found all your talents, this week it is perfect time to even be like a star, just showing off all your talents to the people, to the public. If you know them, just go and do that. Just realize your full potential. Do not waste this time. Do not waste this opportunity. It is a good week for you to just shine and be the first in something. If you have some important events during this week, it is a good time to be the first, because this is the major arcana number 1. It is a good week to be the first in something. So aim this week to be the first. Focus this week on being the first in whatever you are doing and enjoying the process of what you are doing. Okay, next one we have Libra. So what should Libra expect? For Libra, we have the Judgment, the major arcana number 20. And when it comes to the Judgment, it's not an easy card, and it's not going to be an easy week for you, my dear Libra. Some things may appear and some things may be slower than you want them to be. Everything is gonna be so slow this week, so do not try to speed things up. You cannot change the speed of those things. You don't have a control over those things. It's just like such a slow time. The things are very slow and you cannot change that. The only thing you can do, you can adapt to all those situations, to adapt to all this slow pace environment. So my dear Libra, yes, it may be slow. Yes, you can easily get frustrated this week, that it may feel like it's paused. Like it may feel like even you may feel like this is the end. This is not an end yet. This is just like slow time. It's a pause. It's when things are getting even more slowly than the worst. So that's why it is not a good week to start any new processes, because it's gonna take forever for them to get on track. So I do not recommend you to sign any document, to sign any agreements, to start anything new, or especially any new processes. I don't know, you've been thinking to start a divorce process, let's say, and this week it is not a good week for that, because if you gotta start it during this week, the divorce process is going to be so slow. The process of that is going to take forever. So it's better to avoid starting anything new. I mean, if you want it to be super slow, if it's fine with you, if you want to take it forever, go for it. But I don't recommend you starting anything new, because it's gonna take a while and you will have to deal with that. Do the things you've been doing before, do the things you've been doing the previous week, the week before, this month. Continue doing that, but do not start any new projects, do not sign any agreements. Just like, take it easy, please, my dear Libra. Just this week you will have to learn how to be patient. This is the main lesson for you during this week. Yes, it can be very frustrating, and yes, you may feel bored from that, and you may feel like you don't like doing what you're doing because everything's slow, everything is boring, but that's okay. That's okay. That's the way it is right now. It's not gonna be forever like that. You just need to adapt to this speed, okay? Next one we have Scorpio. So what should Scorpio expect? For Scorpio, we have the World, the major arcana number 21. And the world, first of all, it's a nice week for you, my dear Scorpio. It's one of the best cards when it comes to the positive feelings and emotions. We have the sun, and what makes the difference between the sun and the world is that the world, it is passive, positive feelings and emotions. The sun, it is very active, but the world, it is very positive card, lots of positive feelings and emotions, but it is passive, like it's inside harmony, feeling happy about whatever is happening in your life. And when it comes to the world, this is a good week for traveling. This is a good week for moving from one place to another, changing where you are right now, changing your environment. Maybe if you're gonna change your workplace, go to the new place, I mean the office maybe, or maybe if you want to change your work and do something better, just go and explore it. But overall, it is a great week to observe this world, go travel, go to some trips, meet with some new people, and especially people, because this is the world, people of different cultures, different traditions, different backgrounds. It is a nice week to meet with them. It is a nice week to meet and collaborate with people from all over the world. When we look at the card in the world, we can see that she has kind of the frame here, the boundaries, and she's struggling to get out of them. So this week, do not be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. So do not be afraid to break all those boundaries and go and explore new things, new opportunities, meeting new people, new workplaces, traveling. So this week, it is a great week for exploring and stepping to the next level, to the next stage. If you want to start something new during this week, it is a great week for that. So do not be afraid of anything, and it's a great week to change the environment, the place where you are right now. Traveling, go somewhere, short trips, it's amazing for you as well. When we meet with other people, with other cultures, so listen to other people, be open to what other people are saying, who they are, what they're doing, what is their opinion. Just listen to others. It's time to broaden up your mind, your thoughts, whatever you are doing, coming up with something new, exploring something new, some different points of views. Just be open towards that as well. But overall, as I've said earlier, my dear Scorpio, this is a good week for you, but you need to be willing to explore yourself, willing to step out of those boundaries, create something new, meeting with some new people, go and do it, and move. Do not sit at home and sit in one place. Just go and explore other places, and traveling, it is great for you during this week. Okay, next one we have Sagittarius. So what should Sagittarius expect? For Sagittarius, we have Queen of Pentacles. And when it comes to the Queen of Pentacles, first of all, Pentacles, they are all related to money, right? And Queen of Pentacles, she is sitting and she's holding a coin here. So for you, my dear Sagittarius, during this week, try to think about how you can generate a passive income, how money can come to you when you sit and do nothing, when you're passive and money come to you. So try, if you don't have a passive income right now, it's time to think about it. It's time potentially to think for the long-term perspective, maybe to invest for a long-term perspective, maybe to save more for the long-term perspective. So try to focus on your finances this week and how you can potentially generate more of a passive income. That's kind of the main idea and the goal for you, my dear Sagittarius, during this week. But just remember that do not get too focused on the future, because her problem can be that sometimes she is super into the future. She is planning so much of her future, what's going to be in the future, how much more money I'm going to get, long term, saving for the long term, saving for the future. And she is not focused on enough on the present time, what she has right now. She is not fully enjoying her life because she limits herself a lot. So try to avoid that. Yes, it is what you should do during this week is save for the future and plan your future. But at the same time, do not limit yourself a lot in this present time. Just try to balance things out, still enjoy the things in the present. Do not limit yourself, and especially this is a queen, do not limit yourself when it comes to buying something for yourself. So be very cautious about that during this week, my dear Sagittarius. But overall, your financial state, whatever it comes to generating more income, it is a good period of time for you. So try to come up with some strategies. If you had some business idea and you haven't started executing it yet, so this week it is great for actually executing. This week it is great to think about how you potentially can generate more, maybe change your business structure. Maybe you can come up with some sales structure, how you can increase your sales. So focus on that during this week, but remember about long term. Remember about how you can save for the long term. Okay, that was for my Sagittarius. Next one, we have Capricorn. So what should Capricorn expect? For Capricorn, we have Knight of Wands. This is for my Capricorn. That's how it looks. So when it comes to the Knight of Wands, first of all, he is very active. Even when you look at the card, we see the horse here. He is riding the horse. He is going somewhere. So this week it is for you, my dear Capricorn. It is time to leave some things and let some things go. If you know that there are some things, or maybe some people who have been stopping you, or you've been thinking to let them go, and maybe some people let them go, this is a good week to do that. This is a good week to change things. It's a good week to break up, even if you have been thinking about that. And it looks like nothing bad is gonna happen to you. You already moving somewhere, you already have like the direction in which you're going. So if you are letting some things go, if you are letting some people go, it's not going to be a disaster. I just want to let you know that nothing bad is going to happen out of it. It looks like you are set. You already have a goal. You already know what you're going to do. And nothing is gonna happen in your life if you let those things go. And if you leave, let's say, your job, if you have been thinking to leave your job for quite some time, go for it. If you've been wanting to break up with your partner in your relationships, go for it. Just do that. Be very active this week. Do not be afraid of everything. Everything is gonna be great. I can see that there is a direction in which you're going, and if you are going somewhere, there is a place where to go, right? So it's all set for you. Do not do not be afraid to take this extra step, to make this extra step. I do believe in you, and do not get attached to the things. It can be a problem sometimes that you may be too attached to the past, whatever has happened in the past. In the past we had so many nice and warm feelings and emotions. I'm staying with this person because of the past. So do not let your past take over you. You can look at your past to analyze all your fears, your mistakes, things you have done, lessons you can learn from your past, but do not let your past take over you. Do not get attached to your past. Just let it go. It wasn't a past. You are grateful for whatever happened with you and to you in the past. Just let things go and continue going forward. And I can see that you can do that. Just do not be afraid, my dear Capricorn, during this week, just to make some extra actions, just to make some extra movements, okay? Next one, we have Aquarius. So what should Aquarius expect? For Aquarius, we have 7 cups. This is 7 cups. That's how it looks for Aquarius. So when you look at the card, you see the person who has a mask on his face, right? Changing the masks, changing the way who he is. So that's why during this week, my dear Aquarius, your mind is kind of somewhere. It's not, you are not connected with this reality. You should be more connected with the reality. It looks like you do not see these things, you don't want to see the things the way they are truly are. You're trying to avoid something, you're trying to avoid some conversations. Your mind is kind of in this fog. We see the fog here. You have this foggy mind. You are not able to make the right actions, the right movements, the right decisions. So it's better to avoid that at all, because it looks like you are not able to comprehend whatever is happening to you in your life right now. That's why you can make lots of mistakes during this week. You can make lots of wrong decisions and actions during this week. So try to avoid that, and do not put this mask on your face. Try to be who you are and ask yourself who I am. Who is me and who is not me? Where and which cases I'm trying to play and have this wrong personality? Or with whom I behave, is it my true personality, or this is not my personality? Maybe with different people we behave in a different way. So just to look at that, just observe that. Observe how you behave with other people. Is it all the same, or it's all different and nobody knows who you truly are? And you are struggling to understand who you truly are, what you truly want, what are your true desires, what are your true feelings, what are your true emotions. So this is a lot to handle maybe for you, my dear Aquarius, during this week, but just focus on yourself more during this week. This week it's not for interactions with other people and dealing with other people, because you may make lots of mistakes, and the way you communicate with other people, the way you act, you can cause lots of pain to other people, because you are somewhere, you're not here, you're not, your mind and your brain is just like somewhere. You are flying in the clouds and you don't know what's going on. You don't see the whole picture. You're not really connected with this reality. So that's why, my dear Aquarius, this week please take it easy. Just observe yourself, observe the way you behave, observe the way you feel, and is it truly what you want? Is it truly what you think? Is it truly how you feel? And ask yourself, what do I want? So just it's a bit challenging week. You are missing something, you don't see something. Analyze and observe that and focus on yourself. Okay, last but not least, we have Pisces. So what should Pisces expect? For Pisces, we have the High Priestess. Here is she. And when you look at that card, you can see that, first of all, it's a major arcana. So some important things and some important events may happen during this week. And you need to listen to yourself. You need to listen to your intuition. Your intuition is going to help you in lots of different situations during this week. But when it comes to intuition, you clearly need to define, is it your intuition or those are your fears? Because sometimes we are afraid of something and we say, let's say you're afraid of flying and you have to take a business trip on a plane, and you suddenly said, okay, I'm not gonna take this plane. I have a feeling, my intuition is telling me that I shouldn't take this plane, but it's not your intuition, it's your fear who has taken over you, and now you're not taking this plane not because of your intuition, but because of your fear. So try to analyze this week and try to find and feel this difference between having this inside fear and between intuition. So intuition and listening to yourself during this week can help you a lot. So that's why read a lot, analyze your life, whatever you are doing. It's a passive week. And when you also look at a card, you can see that your neck is like it's dark, but overall her arms, her hands, and her face is white, right? Overall, this card And it is also just to think and to identify for yourself, finding the difference between good and bad things, what you are doing, how you position yourself, how you communicate with other people, whatever you do in your life, and listening to your intuition. It's kind of a lot to handle during this week. It's a passive week. By passive, I mean that you sit and do this analysis. So it's not a week going somewhere and asking other people do that for you. It's more when you do that by yourself, when you sit and she has a book in here, she has a notebook in her hands. So take a notebook, write it down, do an analysis, whatever is happening in your life, listening to your intuition, listening to your inner self. Is it what I want, or I don't want that? Is it truly what I think, or I don't really think that way? So trying to identify what is good and bad for you, like what you like and what you don't like. So this week it is more about analysis. This week it's about researching what you love doing, what you don't like doing, how you feel about some things in your life, or maybe some people in your life. So analyze, sit down, analyze, research, read, and focus on yourself, on your growth during this week, my dear Pisces. Okay? But that was it for my weekly tarot forecast and advice. And again, if you want to get your personalized, customized weekly tarot forecast and advice, you can follow all the links below, and you can also subscribe on my Patreon for the monthly and weekly tarot forecast and advice. I will send them to you, personalized to you, every single week, every single Sunday. You can get that from me. If you want to get yours, all the links are below. And thank you again for watching. Let me know, how do you find this deck? Should I continue using this deck for my next tarot focus and advice, or you want me to get back to my previous, which I was using, which was tarot Rider Tarot deck? Let me know also in the comments below how you feel about this deck. Okay, thank you again everyone for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.